Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today, my guest star is the fabulous Gina with the Knitting Turnpike.
Hi, Connie. Oh, you don't have to say that, but hi, how are you? It's so good to be here with you today.
I'm doing good, but everybody loves you, Gina.
Well, I love everybody too. So thank you for saying that. I think that was my big reason for doing a YouTube was to connect with everybody who's in the fiber. So it's definitely been wonderful in doing that. And that's why I'm here is for the people. So
So, how are you doing today, Gina?
I'm good. I'm good. I told you right before we started, I'm a little tired. I got some coffee. It's a little cold here in Texas. Even though it's like in the afternoon, it's cold for us. I got my blanket, I got my coffee, but I'm good. I've got projects. I'm trying to work on whips. I really wanted to start some new projects, because I finished a lot last month, and I finished like 5 projects last month, which for me was a lot. And I was like, oh, I can start on a new project, but I got to looking in my list of things that I've got, like in Ravelry. I have like 12 projects that I haven't finished, and I was like, I could be really good and I could work on those and finish them up, or I could start some new projects. So I'm trying to make myself finish some projects that like this is old, and this one is like a couple of years old. So I'm trying to be really good about it.
Yeah, I need to do some serious work on my peppermint blanket.
Oh, I love that blanket. It's so beautiful.
I know when I first saw that blanket, I fell in love with it. But
It's a beautiful pattern.
but I'm over there going, am I even going to get it finished by Christmas?
Is that your goal is to finish it by
It
Christmas?
it was, but I don't know. I'm not even halfway on it. I got so much left to do.
Just have fun with it. It's don't pressure yourself. There's so much to do this time of year right
Mm,
now that I'm trying to be kinder to myself. So I say be kind to yourself as well because it's like, I can make myself stay up almost all night trying to finish something,
mhm.
my self-imposed deadlines. I think it's better just to be a little bit kinder to ourselves because it's easy to be a little bit harsher, but let's just have fun with our projects, right? It's what it's really
Yeah,
supposed to be about is having fun with them. So,
and and I'll get it done when I get it done, even if it's after
absolutely.
Christmas.
Absolutely. Oh,
But
I'm not even on the comments. Let's see. I think I'm on the
yeah,
wrong screen.
yeah, I'm just about to welcome everybody.
Okay.
So those that will be watching on replay, I want to welcome y'all. And if y'all are watching on replay, please leave a comment to let us know. And also feel free to answer any questions we ask on today's live. And let's see. Samantha was here, but I don't think she's still here. And then there's Iris and HD. How are y'all doing? And what are y'all working on? And Iris says it's her birthday today. So happy birthday, Iris.
Oh, happy birthday. Wow. That's awesome. I
And
don't want to
Roberta,
sing for.
yeah, we start singing.
They
But I
say
don't know.
birthday. That's about all I can sing. One little note. I can't sing the tune, but
But I
happy
don't
birthday.
think y'all really want me to sing. Y'all might start throwing stuff at me.
No.
But every now and then I do start singing a little on my lives.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
But I can't sing. I really can't.
Me either. Me either. I've done it before in videos and then I'm like, what was I thinking? But I left it in. But yeah, it's like, terrible.
And
Uh,
let's see. Roberta's here. Hi, Roberta. How are you today? And what are you working on?
Hi, Roberta.
But yeah, for some reason last night, me and Frank, and I was telling this to Gina before we started the live, it's like we could not sleep. We kept trying to go to sleep, and
Mhm.
it was like after 5 before like we really started getting any sleep. And then I got up at like 8:30.
Oh my goodness. That would be a day I would sleep in a little bit, but that's you're gonna have to get a nap or go to bed early tonight. That's
Probably.
you
And
do.
like I don't function well on little sleep. It like affects my concentration and my
Mhm.
focus. So
What
hopefully I
did you
don't
say?
hopefully I don't struggle too much on today's live.
Oh no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I don't blame you though. That's such a little amount of sleep. Ugh.
And you can probably even see it like in my eyes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And it's like, and it was like, like normally, like Frank tends to have more trouble sometimes.
Mhm.
Like I'll have trouble sleeping, but I usually fall asleep by like 1, 2 o'clock.
Mhm.
But I don't normally like all night long.
I guess your brain was just like going and like
I,
wouldn't turn off.
I think it was because I was thinking about like my life today.
Mhm.
Then we had I found out that we were gonna have to make some changes to the Yarnaholics life, so that was on my mind too, which I'm gonna get into that in later on the live.
Okay.
But
Yeah, your brain is going like that. Sometimes I know when I do that, I try to get up and I've learned I just get up and make a list, just write it down just to get it out of my head. And then maybe I can go back to sleep because I hate it when you do that and your brain just will not stop.
and I normally have trouble, shutting the brain off, but normally not like that.
Yeah, that's a rough night for sure. Mm.
And let's see, we also have Angela here,
Hi,
and
Angela.
she's drinking water. Me too, Angela. And she's working on the heel of her knitted socks also.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great.
I think the last time we spoke, Angela, you were on the body still.
Hmm.
Awesome.
That's one thing I want to make more this next year are socks. I did my first pair of socks this year, and I just never. I was like, I'm going to do more, and I just never got back to it. So I hope I can do that some this next year. I've got the yarn, I've got like the the yarns. I just need to find the time and the patterns and do it.
I'm the same way. And Linnea with Linnea's Cozy Crafts, she even gifted me a sock pattern, and I'm like, oh gee, I really need to start doing more with socks. And
I love them. I think they're the perfect little project. If you can keep. I know a few people that I've followed before, like Susan Anderson. She says she keeps like a pair of socks on the needles all the time. So if she's got to go somewhere, she just grabs that small little bag. It's small, and I don't think she does anything like super complicated. It's more like just kind of like vanilla socks. So you can just keep up where you are, kind of and easily count the rows so she can um, get a lot of socks done. I mean, of course, she does live a little bit in a colder climate than us, but still, we can. I think that's a great project anybody can make wherever you live. Knitted socks, they're a luxury to have, and it's a great project to carry along anywhere you go. So I hope I can do that too.
I know I want to do like some stuff with like cables with socks.
Oh, yeah, that'll be great.
Or
Yeah, there's so many beautiful patterns for sure.
or like where you kind of do like the cuff and the heel a different color.
Yeah,
I haven't done that. Well, I only made
that,
the one pair of socks so far.
me
Oh,
too. Me too. Yeah, there's a beautiful new pattern that just came out. I can't remember the name of it. It's by Andrea Mowry. And she thinks she's doing a sock along right now. I think it just started. It's really cute. You should check it out. It's a two-color sock. It's got like, you're like really big into color work. It's got the color work. And what I thought was so pretty about it was it has, you have like a variegated yarn and then you have a solid yarn. And the variegated has like a main section at stripes. And then you have the solid coming at the side, but then the toe and the heel and the cuff are in that different color, like you mentioned. It's really cute. I can't remember the name of it, but she just came out with it. So it'd be one of her recent patterns that she just released.
And like another thing I'm kind of curious about and would want to do, like you know how you have like the self-striping yarn?
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of makes me wonder too, how does it like perfectly do the stripes or does it really come out perfect?
It's not exactly perfect. It just looks like it because you're a little bit back from it, but it will change like right in the middle of the row. But it's so done so well that it kind of looks like when you're back away from it, it looks pretty good, you know. So, but yeah, I like it too. That's how my first pair were just with the self striping, and I want to do a few more of those. It's easier, but I do want to get some more into the deeper color works. I'm just not very good at it like you are. I haven't done a lot of color work knitting, which
But
maybe this year.
I haven't done color work like on socks, like you know, with the thinner yarns.
Mm-hmm.
I've only done the color work with number 4 weighted. So
Well, it's still the same. It's just a
for
little
the
bit
most
thinner.
for the most part, but I know too, like the thinner yarns, especially initially, is kind of harder to grab.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, like my first pair of socks, it felt like I was grabbing nothing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
until I got used of it.
I will say that too. I've been, this I'm crocheting right now with this a lace weight, and I can definitely feel that. This is the yarn I'm using right now, and you can see but I'm having to use a bigger hook to make it lacy,
Pretty.
and it's I can definitely know what you're talking about. Yeah, you feel like I can barely grab it, but you get it after a while. So,
Yeah, you have some of the most gorgeous yarn.
oh, thank you very much. I I've found it in different places. I mean, like, I spent a lot of time in Ravelry when I first started doing this stuff, and you can buy yarn from people's stashes in Ravelry. I did a lot of that, and I love to do that because you can get new yarns. They've never been used. They've just been kind of stored on a shelf, and people will give you a nice discount. I've found them in Facebook groups, the destash groups. Um, so that's kind of how I can afford a little bit nicer yarn, but not paying the full price for them. You know what I mean? Because they can get expensive. But I am a kind of a yarn snob for sure. I know that about myself, but I mean that is part of the process. Part of what I like about the process is the feel of it as I'm doing it. It's one of the loves of it. So I do. Don't always use the nicer yarns. Like for bigger projects, it's not really cost effective. But for some of the smaller projects, if I can get a nicer yarn, I will splurge a little bit and do that. And because it just satisfies that need I have for the feeling of it going through my fingers and comforting, soothing, and stress releasing kind of thing.
And let's see, we have Sharon that joined us and Karen. How are y'all and what are y'all working on? And Iris says they had a really bad storm last night. Oh no. Total
Oh,
deviation everywhere. Hope you're all doing okay over there.
oh my
Oh wow.
goodness.
I hope y'all are all safe.
Me
Yeah.
too.
The weather's good where I'm at, but we are supposed to get rain later today. At least according to my computer.
Yeah.
It says
Let's see how
rain
bright it
coming.
is. You're probably going to get what we're kind of on the same. We're just a little bit west of you, so you're probably going to get. We got a little rain, but it's also very cold. Like I said last night, we had our first fire of the season, so that was kind of
Ooh.
nice.
But yeah, I find usually Texas and Louisiana, our weather's pretty similar.
Hmm. And then if you don't like it, just wait a few minutes and it'll change, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can run your heater and air conditioner all in the same day.
Absolutely, for sure.
Karen saying she's doing well, just trying out some knit headband patterns.
Ah,
Awesome. I love knit headband patterns, especially the cabled ones.
like the one on your head. Is that the one you made? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really pretty.
I made this one last year.
It's nice.
Thank you. But I think like the pattern I used on Ravelry, I don't think the pattern for this one is available anymore.
Aw,
And I think like they took the pattern down like not long after I made it.
wonder
I,
why.
I don't know. And then like I think they have the one like in a different language still available. But I mean, I guess too, you could always go to that pattern and use like Google Translator
Yeah, that's a good
and
idea for
still get the
sure.
pattern. And
Hopefully
let's
it all works out in translation.
and let's see, Laura Lee is here. Hi, Laura Lee. How are you doing today? And Sharon says, got the gray yarn to work on the skull blanket. Awesome.
Ooh.
And Karen saying that my headband's pretty, thank you. And she loves cables too. And that's one thing, cables look hard, they look intimidating,
Yeah.
but they're nothing like you think. They really are very easy to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, it's just about I've the same thing before I really understood them. I was always intimidated by them and like, oh, someday. But then when I finally did it, I was like, why did I wait so long to get into this? Yeah, I totally agree. But they are just make a project look so fantastically beautiful, complicated. It adds a lot of texture.
And Laura Lee saying, I am knitting hat and crochet on a big project blanket. I am doing well. Awesome, awesome.
That's good.
And we have David Browning here. Hey, David. How are
Saying
you?
howdy.
And what are you working on? So I know most people are familiar with who Gina is, but just in case there's anyone watching or that watches the replay that doesn't know Gina from the Knitting Turnpike, I'm going to let her tell y'all more about herself and her channel. And if you
Okay.
have any whips or finished objects you want to show everybody, feel free to do so.
Okay. Okay. Well, my name is Gina Pike, from the Knitting Turnpike. You guys can see how I got my name. Uh, I do mostly knitting, mostly shawls, but I am trying to work myself into a little bit more crochet. Doing a little like right now, I'm participating with Lisa. Ladybird loves her blanket cow. So that's been really fun for me to do that crochet project and learn some crochet stitches. I have been knitting since about, let's see, knitting and crochet. I started knitting and crocheting about 2010. I did crochet for a couple of years and just was like, one day I'll do knitting. And I kept falling back into crochet because I just could do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to commit myself. So I took a whole year and I committed myself to knitting. And then I really kind of forgot about the crochet. So now I want to bring more balance to myself and to my channel because I've been doing a lot of knitting, but I'm trying to put the balance, have both. I will say this though, I do not think I'm that great of a crocheter anymore. I used to think, oh, I could crochet really well, but I think I've lost some of it. So I've got to find it.
It'll come back.
I am working on this project. This is one of my whips. This is a crochet project. And this is a shawl. This is called the Eternal Flame
Oh, that's
shawl.
gorgeous.
Thank
And
you.
that purple.
Yeah, this is a pattern by Lily Go, and it's not very hard crochet, but it's been hard, and it has these beads in there that you do every so often. Um, I'm finding it hard. I'm kind of getting to the bottom. You can see I'm starting to do a little bit of a different border on it, just because I'm not used to doing it, and it's a lace yarn. This yarn is from Dye Diana Dye. It's a bamboo yarn. But it's that blue purple with some blue specks that kind of match the beads. Let's see some other whips. I have quite a few. Like this one I just showed is a knitted project, and I started this 2 years ago. This is from Jimmy Bean's Wool. This was their shawl club 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. I've got to finish it. I did 10 of the clues. I've only got no, 9 of the clues. I got 3 more. So there were 12 clues, and this is called the Coral Coast Wrap. It's just like a rectangular shawl, and every month they send us each one of these different colors to knit. It's pretty simple. I just set it aside and forgot about it. And the yarn came in like these really cute little tins that are magnets, and then you had a little board to go set them on. So I've got to finish this up, and I want to finish it up. I just kind of embarrassed that it's sat there for a year and I haven't touched it when I'm so close to being finished. But let's see what else about my channel. I'm in Texas, so I'm in the U.S. Just been doing YouTube for I was about a year in July. So a little over a year, and met Connie. Connie, I think, was one of my first giveaway winners that I had on my channel. And then she was like, I'm going to start a channel. So I followed your process and journey of creating a channel from the very beginning. And you kind of been with me since almost the beginning of mine. So I say we go way back on YouTube, as far back as we can go.
Yep, because whenever I was thinking about starting a channel, Gina was one of the ones that encouraged me to do so.
Yeah, and look where you are. I mean, you are this close to being monetized, and it hasn't even been a year. So I'm so proud of you. You've done such a good job
Thank
and
you.
worked
302
very
more
hard.
hours to go. Almost there.
That's great. Everybody should run your channel, run your playlist, run your videos for you if you can, because that will really help her get there. And that would be great to get that on that. I know in December you started your channel. If you get it right there, that'd be such a great accomplishment. So please run her channel for her.
I figured I should have my watch hours probably within the next 3 weeks.
That'd be great. That's like a
So,
bonus Christmas gift.
yep. And then just have to go get approved by YouTube after that.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long. I mean, you just once you get all that submitted, it'll take a week or so, and it'll be pretty quick, and then you'll have a party. We'll have to have a party.
Yep. Monetization party.
Exactly. And 1 year. It's probably going to happen like right at the same time, I think. So
Yeah, I'm gonna probably kind of call it my monetization 1 year podiversary when I do the party.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, because like for a while there, I didn't think, I was hoping to get monetized by the end of the year, but I
Hmm.
was like, I didn't think it was gonna happen. And it's like, and it's like, other channels were helping me out by making community posts and stuff to try to help me. And I guess Bago Day saw someone's community post, and then she made one, and it was just like boom.
Oh, that's so nice. She's so sweet. She's really nice to do that. And the people in this community are really, really kind and supportive and encouraging too, which I love that.
Mhm.
It's not about my channel only. It's, let's work together
Exactly.
to help each other out, which is really nice.
And that's where I always try to do what I can to help others out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You just never know. And I've been blessed. People have done that for me, and if I can do it for somebody, I will. So it's very nice to be a part of this community.
And it's always awesome, like those that have been with you like since the start of your journey. It's like there's you, Crystal, the Orny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady,
Hmm.
Barbara with Crochet Therapy. Because
Definitely.
like before I started my channel, I was talking to them. I was
Oh
saying
yeah,
how
Barb. I
about
forgot
it.
it. Yeah, Barb was really there at the beginning as well. That reminds me.
Yeah, I love
Lori, her cousin. Yeah, sweet.
yeah, I love Barbara with Crochet Therapy.
Yeah, me too. She's very kind, and she has a great, show when she does her lives. She has a great show.
And let's see. Iris is saying there were roofs flying off houses, caravans flying into other gardens, house ends coming down, falling into cores so bad. Oh my.
That sounds like a tornado.
And that kind of like that hurricane that recently hit Louisiana. I can't even
Hmm.
remember the name of it. Was it Ida, Ara?
Oh, don't get me to guessing. I can't remember
I don't
either.
remember the name of it. But like that storm, like the area that I'm originally from, the damage it did.
Yeah, they're destructive, and you don't think wind and water can, but it can. I mean, I lived in Florida for 5 years and went through 3 hurricanes, and it's amazing. It can even be just like even I remember like something that was like a one, or maybe even it wasn't even a category one. It was just like a bad storm. They downgraded it, but still there was a lot of damage just from the wind and the rain, and it's very destructive. Yeah,
And my sister stayed for that storm. I would
she
have been
did.
so I would have been so scared. And like the awning to our house detached.
Oh wow.
It just flew away. And then I think it did some damage to her chimney.
Oh my
And
goodness.
and then there was like a water leak like behind
Mm.
the walls.
We had that as well. When we had our hurricanes, this was back in like 2004. So it was a long time ago when we lived in Florida, but we lived right on the ocean. We lived in the city. It's north of Daytona. It was called um, Ormond by the Sea. And we lived right on the ocean. So there was the ocean, there was the road that goes by the ocean, and then we lived right there on that road. And so we went through 3 of them. And the second one, the first one was kind of unexpected. It was supposed to hit on the other side of the state, but it came across. But then the second one, we knew it was coming. And my husband was like being kind of snarky. And he wrote like a message, like on one of the boards as we boarded our house up and everything. Would you believe that's the only board that got ripped off? All the other boards stayed on there, but like the one where he wrote the message to the hurricane got ripped off. Like, okay, you're gonna be snarky, I'm gonna rip that board off. And it went flying, and it's kind of funny. But yeah, we had some water come in when we had this on the second one, and it was like every 2 weeks we had a hurricane for those 3 hurricanes. So by the third one, we were trying to soak up as much water as we could before you know the power went out and stuff. So
Oh yeah, that's one of the worst parts about storms.
yeah.
The lack of power.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then and it's usually not just a day; it's a few days or a week. Yeah.
And Laura Lee saying Gina is our sweetheart.
Aw, you're my sweetheart, Laura Lee. Thank you. I haven't seen you. It's so good to see you here.
And Iris is saying, I think cable is so easy with or without a cable needle. There's some lovely patterns that don't need a cable needle.
She's right. Absolutely. Yeah, if you can just twist it easily, quickly, and it's a good tip to do. You don't always have to have a cable needle.
And let's see. David saying that your lacy shawl is gorgeous. Yep.
Oh, thank you. That is called Eternal Flame pattern. It's by Lily Go Designs. Um, and she's got a Ravelry. She's got a website. She's got Instagram, but Eternal Flame, and it's Lily Go Designs. I love a lot of her patterns because she does both knit and crochet, but not for the same pattern. But she does both, and she's got her patterns are very well written because they're like I won't give the pattern away, but see, you got the chart at the top, and then you got the text. So you got both that can help you do it. So those are all on both of her types of patterns. So it's really nice that. But thank you, David. I appreciate that.
And let's see. We have Chris and Tina that joined us.
Oh,
Hi, and how are y'all doing? And what are y'all working on? And David's going to be going live with me Monday.
oh, how fun! That'll be fun. You never know what he's going to say, so I like him. The shock factor, like that.
And Karen's saying your shawls are gorgeous.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. I'm this one is different because it's crochet, so it's a different for me to work on with the lighter weight yarn. But I am enjoying that, and like I said, I want to work more on my crochet this year. It's one of my goals for me. So.
And Gina does some of the most beautiful like lace work and knitting.
Oh, thank you. No, that's what I really love. That's what maybe I should have said that on my channel. That's what I kind of gravitate towards. I have a hard time I don't know. I think it's just my brain. It does, if I'm doing garter stitch or just, simple knit stitch, I can fall asleep doing it. I just kind of, my brain will shut off. I'll get so relaxed. So I think I have to have the lace to keep myself awake and, and get engaged in it. And I love it. So it's fun.
And David saying how people in our community are so supportive.
Absolutely.
They really are.
I know when Linda and I just finished up our knit along, we had a lot of people that it was a knit along. There was a lot of crochet people there that just was there to support. And I mean, I don't know that I don't watch a lot of other types of different community, like YouTube channels, like gaming and stuff like that. And my husband's kind of in the gaming stuff. It doesn't sound to me, he'll share stuff with me, and it's not like that. I don't think in that kind of area. I think this group is the most supportive, I think, for sure, because I just don't hear it from other types of YouTubers that they get that kind of support from other YouTube channels and communities. So it's a blessing, very big blessing to have that.
Yeah, I think Heather with the Busy Hooker, I think
Mm-hmm.
she used to do stuff with gaming, and she may have even had a gaming channel if I recall right. And she said the same thing, that they are not supportive in the gaming
Yeah, my
community.
husband does it, and he dabbles in it, and yeah, it's not like what it is for me and other people in this community. It's not like that there. So he's like, "You're lucky, you're blessed." I'm like, "I know."
Laura Lee says now we need to get Granny Crafted Edna to her goal of 1,000. She's stuck on 930. Yeah,
Oh,
and I've been trying to help her. I've shouted her out. But yeah, if y'all don't have her, go throw some yarn in her window.
yeah, I've got her. I've subscribed to her, but I'll definitely make a mention of it on a post or something, or in a video. Let's get her there. Let's get her there.
Yeah, because normally when I see someone trying to reach a goal, I tend to try to at least shout them out on my community tab.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, and can one of my moderators drop Gina's channel? And
Oh, thank you.
I also included her channel link in the description box of this live too. It's right at the top, so y'all can find it there too. But yeah, if y'all don't have Gina, throw some yarn in her window.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That'd be great.
Everyone loves Gina. Y'all will love her.
Oh, you're too nice. I don't say everybody. I get thumbs down on my videos, so not everybody does.
Every now and then I get one too. I hope it's the case where someone just accidentally hits the wrong thumb, because I do think that happens sometimes. Because I've seen it where, I go to a video and I see a thumbs down, and then I go to like the video the next day and it's gone. So I'm like, okay, maybe they messed up and then they fixed it. I don't know.
I still have them when I get them, but it's okay. I mean, you never know. I mean, it happens. You can't please everybody, but I
Exactly.
try, but you can't. So
Exactly. But I still think it's a mean spirited thing to do. If you don't care for someone's content, just move on.
yeah, I guess. I mean, honestly, it's weird. I think it's weird because I wish, what would be more constructive is if really they didn't like something, if you could really know what it was, because you just don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, if it's something, I don't want to be offensive. If I'm being offensive, just tell me. Anybody can email me too. So I
And
welcome that. If I'm saying something incorrectly or offensive, please just email me so that I won't do that anymore. Sometimes my brain is not fully engaged and realizing, I might be offending somebody.
and like there was one content creator that made a video recently basically saying, to my hater, you know, please leave a comment to let me know what I'm doing wrong.
That's
It's like don't
correct.
hide
That's
behind
funny.
don't hide behind the thumbs down, you know. Say what your problem is.
Yeah, or if you don't wanna put a comment, just I mean, if it's, email me. I'm always, there actually was a time where I did have a comment. A lady wasn't caring for how I did my giveaways because I was, showing everything that everybody was subscribed to, and I didn't even think about that. So, we had a nice conversation about it. She mentioned it to me, and now I don't really do that anymore. I understand why. And so, I'm open to criticism and understanding why it might not be liked by somebody. I just don't know what it is if it's just a thumbs down. It's much better to email me
But
so I can do something about it if I can.
I do find if you are going to give criticism, do so nicely. Don't be ugly about it.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
there's no need for ugliness, you know. And a lot of times, like I'm always open to suggestions, you know.
Mhm. Absolutely. I think we all are. It's just not, we don't know what it is when it's just you know, but
And
if
then
you
I
send
don't
an
know.
email, it's better.
And then you may just have trolls that just go around doing it just to do it.
And I think that happens as well. Yeah, that's, you just don't know. So it's hard to figure it out sometimes.
And one thing I think's funny is, the videos that I see the thumbs down the most in are giveaways or the
Oh,
giveaway
yeah.
announcement.
Those are the ones I usually have thumbs down on. You're right.
And I don't, and I'm like, I don't understand that. It's like, okay, whoever does a giveaway is giving something. They're spending money on it. They're doing it out of the goodness of their heart. And it's like, even if you don't care for what they're giving away, again, just move on.
I know it really is hard to figure out what you did, but again, so I don't know. If they want to give some help, send me an email or send an email to the person in a nice way so that they can do something about it.
But I mean, like, even like Bad Day, she has her people that attack her, and it's like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. That is one of the harder things about having a channel is that you do get that, and you just sometimes don't know how to fix it if you don't get the feedback, or it's very obvious. It could be very specific to a person, but again, you don't want to upset people, so they give you some feedback on it, be better. But playing the guessing game is pretty impossible to figure it out.
Mhm.
So you can continually do the same thing over and over again if you don't know. So if it really bothers somebody, I encourage people just to say something, but in a nice way.
Exactly. Always be kind.
Always be kind.
And let's see, Iris is saying, it's just Storm or Aura never had anything like this in all my 56 years. Oh wow.
Those storms, man.
And it just seems like they just keep getting worse and worse over the years.
Yeah, and it's not like it used to be. Like certain areas would just have those storms, but now it feels like it's all over. Like a couple of my friends that live up in Canada were talking about how they had a lot of tornadoes this year, which is pretty unusual for the friend I was talking to. But they have had a lot of them, bad storms and tornadoes. So it's like it's just everywhere. It seems like it's not isolated as it. I mean, I guess growing up, maybe I was more isolated, but it felt like it was more like in certain, like, you'd have a tornado belt, a certain area where they happened a lot, but now it feels like it's everywhere. There's certain bad storms or something going on. Sad.
And let's see. Granny D's here, Miguel's here. And let's see if anyone else joined us.
Hi, Miguel. Hi, Granny D.
And I think I told Chris hello already.
And Chris. Hi, Chris. Thank you for dropping my link early. I saw that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did tell him hi. But hello, everyone joining us. How are y'all and what are y'all working on? Okay. And Nan is, Aris. Aris is from England, the Northeast.
Okay.
So, how are you feeling, Miguel? I know you said you had left me a comment saying you weren't feeling too good. Are you feeling any better? Tina says, working on my poncho. I'm on my last granny square, then stitching it together and adding the finishing touches. Awesome.
That's exciting. Yay.
Yeah, it's always not, especially bigger projects when you get to the end and you're like, yes.
Absolutely. It's like it's nothing like the feeling of finishing a project and it's like I did it.
And Granny D says, just popping in for a wee bit, but wanted to say hello to us.
Aw.
Love and hugs. Oh, thank you, Granny D. We love
We
you.
love you. Yeah, we love you.
And Miguel says he woke up from a nap not long ago. Yeah, Miguel, I see a nap in my future. I barely got any sleep last night. And let's see. David says, my friend Gary at Gary Knits, Gary Rides is organizing a knit along, crochet along that would probably start in January. He will use my Alicia shawl pattern for the crochet along. Ooh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's
David.
exciting. Congratulations. That's really exciting. Oh,
And
I'm going to keep my eyes open for that.
and speaking along those type of things, sometime in December, I am going to be doing a video about temperature blankets, and we'll be doing a temperature blanket challenge. And I mean,
Mhm.
it could be crochet, knitted, even loom knitting. Um, but yeah, I'm going to challenge everyone to do a temperature blanket for 2022. And
Oh.
and those that complete it, I'll put you like I'll do pick a winner out of the ones that complete it. Pick some
Mhm.
random.
Oh, that's a really good idea. Do you mind if I share an idea around that? I know that Linda Simpson is doing a blanket next year. But one thing she's doing that maybe this will inspire people. You don't have to necessarily do it for like this year. She wanted to do a blanket for the year she was born. I mean, so you could pick like maybe a the year your child was born or some kind of special year that meant a lot to you and do it that in that for this challenge. I think that would be. I'd never thought of doing something like that, but thought it was a really cool twist on that.
There's so much you can do with temperature blankets. So much.
I've never made one. I would maybe I can fit that in next year. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be for my channel. I'm gonna be doing some stuff in December that's totally different for me. But then I'm gonna take some time off, like from Christmas till a little bit after New Year's. I'm gonna take some time off and look at goals, organizing, cleaning, really cleaning, and getting myself together for next year. So if I can fit that in, I will. I think I would like to do a temperature blanket because I've never done one. That sounds like a lot of fun.
And like one thing too, like initially one of my goals, I was wanting to do my first graph GAN for 2022.
Mm-hmm.
But with the fact that I've been doing so many blankets lately, and I have the peppermint blanket that I want to finish, then that big one that I'm designing. So after I finish that, I don't know. I think I'm going to be taking me a break from blankets and work on some other type of things instead of. So I don't know if I'm going to do a graph GAN next year. I mean, we'll just have to see what happens.
I've never done a graph GAN. Is that mostly like a single crochet stitch? So you have to do, is it single crochet and then you have to work the design in with just the colors that you use?
I think you can do single crochet, but
Mm-hmm.
like I know a lot of people do corner to corner.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
But yeah, I kind of need to to also whenever I go to do it, figure out exactly everything. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, because like how to do the placement and sorry,
Oh no.
let me get
Talking.
some water real quick.
Yeah, I
Yeah, my
would like to do
allergies have
that.
been bad lately too.
Oh yeah, me too. I woke up a little bit stuffy this morning. I think the cold front brought something in, and but I feel a little bit better now. I always just do a try to do natural stuff for that, like as much as I can, before I take it. So I have some peppermint, and I was kind of like putting peppermint like on my face, right around my nose a little bit, trying to open up my sinuses, and it worked. So I'm pretty happy about that.
But yeah, but like I know like two when it comes to like the corner to corner. See
Hmm.
that I'm kind of not exactly sure how how that really goes. Like when it comes to doing like the graph.
Hmm.
I don't know. I may not be explaining really good what I'm trying to say, but that kind of has me confused. So, but that is something I do want to do eventually. Frank's sleeping.
Uh,
I heard him snoring.
Aw, he's getting his nap in now since y'all didn't sleep so well last night.
And like sometimes I never know like some of the background noises, how much everyone else hears it. But yeah, if y'all heard something, that was Frank.
I
And then
didn't hear anything, but
I, I think my cat Allie was snoring too a little while ago.
aw, they're staying all nice and snuggly from the cold.
And Laura Lee says, I find if I could knit the whole project, I would do better than if I have to stop. I keep getting lost.
I've done that many times. Many times. I have to make myself finish a row. Like I try to finish a row completely before I put it down if I can, because I always seem to make my bigger mistakes when I'm in the middle of a row or something, and I have to set it down and come back, and that's when it usually gets me.
And Sharon saying maybe Mr. Beast with his tree planting.
We might have
Mm,
missed something.
I know. I'm trying to figure out what she's referring to, or she may be replying to something we were talking about.
Oh, maybe so.
But I'm not seeing anything, and I don't think I missed any comments. Let's see. Granny D saying, yes, I agree. Love our caring, loving fiber community. I've made so many friends just as we all have. Yep. And it's awesome the friendships you make.
Definitely. That's exactly the thing I love about it the most is the friends.
Yes, and here's Gina's link right here. So if y'all
Thank
don't
you.
have Gina, go scoop her up.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. And David says, all the criticism that I have seen has been over technical issues. I know I'm not for everybody personally, but I've been fortunate. And really, overall, I've been fortunate too.
I would say I have been too. I don't mean to complain. I just I know that I have it though. But yeah.
I like Granny D has the best solution. I call the folks that hit the thumbs down button my special friends and pray for them.
Oh, I love that. That's funny.
David's telling Granny D, you would have loved the men at the retreat I went to. Some lovely southern gentlemen, some hysterically funny.
Oh, what retreat is this? That sounds like fun.
And David says,
Exactly.
we know Granny D always says, be sweet, don't be ugly. Yep, and I even have the your name that
You do? Oh, that's funny.
from Crocheting in Agreement.
Aw, I love that.
And Granny D says, right, that's much better to find out why. As you said, it may be a good tip for us. something or things we didn't realize we could be doing better. Yeah, because I mean, there's a difference of like telling you, making suggestions and like telling things like, this could improve this.
Hmm.
There's a right way to go about stuff like that. But if you're just like not nice about it, that's not good.
Yeah, it's not productive.
And Miguel says, jealousy is as cruel as the grave.
For sure.
David saying, he used to sing a song with a text by Blake called The Anger Tree. And let's see. Miguel said 2 different people, or maybe the same, using different names, commented they were leaving me. If I continued to follow a certain person, I'd say goodbye. And that's one thing. I don't like drama. That's
Me
one
either.
thing. Uh-uh. You know, it's like I don't want anybody to ever say anything negative about anyone else in my chat or like
Hmm.
another content creator. It's like it's mm-mm.
I agree. I agree. The more I think about it, the more I have been blessed about it. But yeah, you're right. I don't want any drama. I don't want other people putting other people down.
Hmm.
So
And it's like, if you have a problem with someone else, you know, leave it outside my channel.
right, exactly. That's not what we're here for. We're here to do fiber and crafts and projects and support each other and learn. Yeah.
And let's see, Janet's here. Hi, Janet. How are you doing? And she says,
Ne-
don't let the haters get you down. The anonymous nature of the internet makes cruel people brave. Yep. And it is true. It's like don't let others get you down. Don't let them steal your sparkle.
It's very true.
Miguel says he's been under the weather since his cold front came in.
It really did come in, Miguel. I mean, Miguel's my neighbor.
Mm.
He's just really, I could get in the car and drive over there to him here quickly. And I was telling Connie that we put our first fire last night. We had our first fire in the fireplace because it was so cold. It was nice.
Yeah. I would love to have a fireplace. Frank's always like, I don't see the purpose of one. We live in Louisiana.
Well,
I'm like,
we
it's
do we live
cozy.
in the same area as you, but we use it all the time in the winter. It really does help. So
And sometimes, I mean, it does get cold, and
yeah.
we have more of a wet cold.
Yeah, and I remember last year, I was like, we were both, Brian and I were both like, we were just so disappointed in ourselves because when we had that snap, that cold snap, and it was a week or so, and all of us didn't really have power. We didn't have power for the whole week. Um, but we just had intermittent spurts, like 30 minutes. They would turn the power on so you could heat up your food, and then they would turn it right back off. And it was like 40, 30 something degrees inside our home. And we didn't have any firewood last year. And we were like, if we had firewood, we could at least have some heat. So that's why Brian, I got the firewood this year early. And that's why we had a fire, I think, last night, because we actually have firewood this year. We're like, we're not gonna do that again. We're gonna have firewood. Because last year we just were like, it just kind of got past us. So you just never know if you don't have power, and it's cold. It's very
Mm-hmm.
helpful.
Let's see. I see Jill's here in Nisi. How are y'all
Oh,
doing? And what are y'all working on? And there are 2 things I do want to bring up because it does seem like, a good bit of people are here now, and this is the perfect time to make these announcements. Um, I have been telling everyone that the 5 Yarnaholics would be going live on Lisa with Coping with Yarn's channel tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Well, we had
hmm.
to make a change to that. Lisa has never gone live on her channel, and she mostly films from her phone. And with YouTube, to go live from your own channel, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. And even though, but what I don't get is, but yet you can go live on another person's channel without having that, the subscribers. I don't understand YouTube sometimes, but
You
so,
can't do it through StreamYard?
well, I don't know. I was always under the impression you couldn't. Maybe I'm wrong.
I know Lisa did that a lot. Like, Ladybird, she did a lot before she got monetized. She did all those. That's basically a lot what she did was lives, and
Oh,
she did it like through StreamYard. So
I don't
could try
know.
it.
But like the thing was that she was trying to use her laptop,
Ah,
and she was having too much problems with her laptop. She really needs to get a new one. So she was asking me last night, can we just do it on your channel?
so it's
So
going to be on your channel.
yeah, it's going to be on my channel tomorrow.
Okay.
But yeah, but I may try to mention that maybe she can try to play around, so that way we can get her to be able to go live on her channel.
Yeah.
Like, it won't be tomorrow, but like sooner, because
Mm-hmm.
we try to we alternate on each other's channels each month, and it's like she was the last one to go. but we decided it's going to be on my channel tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be good. I got all these notes for this week written down.
So the 5 Yarnaholics will be live tomorrow on my channel, and it's at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we will be doing some little small prizes like we have been doing the last few lives.
Okay.
So yeah, I hope everyone can make that live. And and another thing I wanted to mention, yesterday I did a video where I had received Happy Mail, and I had gotten this little package that the person didn't include their name. I was like, who sent me this? Who sent me this? And I did the unboxing yesterday, and all of a sudden, last night it came to me because I recently won a giveaway on Lori's channel, The Yarn Closet,
Mm-hmm.
but I was thinking it was too soon for that to come in, and I was like, so I went back and looked at my email history, and it is possible, and she did show Yarn along those lines that she was using for her giveaways. She didn't specifically tell you what you were definitely getting.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I went back and listened to her video, and like when she starts her video, she like said, like kind of like greetings from so and so Arizona, and it matched. And I'm like, okay, that's it. It was a giveaway.
Oh,
But yeah, it was like, I'm like, you know, who sent it? I was all curious.
mystery Happy Mail. Yeah, that's
And
cool.
sometimes people do want to be anonymous. But yeah, but I just wanted to let everybody know that's where it came from.
That's
And
nice.
if you're watching, Lori, thank you. And I need to send you a email to thank you too. But
That's
but yeah, I finally figured that out.
nice.
And today's the last day to send your pictures for the Thanksgiving theme video. Um the way it's looking, I think the video is going to be small unless I get a lot of pictures between now and tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But I will still do a little video even if I don't have many pictures. And also keep in mind I plan to do a Christmas themed video.
Okay.
So like I'd love pictures of like y'all Christmas trees and,
Okay.
and y'all Christmas decorations, pretty much anything Christmas themed. But the only thing is just, don't include children in your pictures because YouTube's funny about that. Okay,
Absolutely. Yeah.
let's
I'll
get
have to
on with
take some pictures for you. We put up our Christmas lights last weekend and was able to turn them on after Thanksgiving. And we didn't do as many as we usually do. We kind of ran out of steam, but still we did get them up. So that was fun.
And like that video, I'll probably do like a few days after Christmas.
Okay.
And I am also gonna plan to do like a snow theme video. I don't know when, probably like around January or February. So
Okay.
for those getting snow, take pictures of that snow and your snowmen.
Awesome.
I like doing like the theme videos.
I see that about you. And I mean, you like your holiday hats. That makes sense.
Sorry, y'all. But yeah, it's like, and I enjoy seeing some of the pictures like of different areas and stuff. Like, like especially like people that sent like some of the fall foliage pictures. It's like I love seeing the leaves in different areas and like the mountains.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And like I love seeing decorations too. But let's see. Where was I? In the chat. Okay. Um Iris says I'm distracted tonight. We have snow. See, I was just talking about snow. Travel is on red alert. My daughter's overdue her baby. Oh, my mind's all over the place.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
just just do what you can to try to stay calm. Think happy thoughts, and look forward to your new grandbaby.
That's great.
David says he's never done a temperature blanket. The only way he could is if he were doing a whole year after the fact. And some people do that because you can go back
Mm-hmm.
and look up the temperatures. And let's see, Marie, we have Marie that joined us and Dina.
Hi,
And
Marie.
let's see who else. Let's see. I think that's it. Oh, Isola did too. But hello everyone that just joined us. And how are y'all and what are y'all currently working on? I don't think we're going to really get to questions today.
I know we've been chatting, catching up. It's been a while, so it's good to catch up.
And some of my lives, we just start chatting, and then other lives, we do more with the questions. It just depends.
I was looking at the questions you sent me. I was like, oh, I mean, some of them I could answer easily, but some of them I was like telling Brian, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to say if she asks me that.
And it's always okay if you don't really have an answer for a question or you can't think of something. I mean, that's fine. It's mostly to get conversations going and
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I understand it. I just, like I said to you earlier, I just don't think my life's been that exciting. Like you asked, I just don't think I live that exciting of a life or get out that much. So it's kind of like, mm, I guess the most exciting thing I did today was wash dishes or something like that.
I lead a pretty boring life. Let's see. David saying I have many of those shawls with a self-striping DK, but it works with other weights so long as you use a good hook for the yarn. And let's see, Maurice. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marie. Her son is extremely sick, so she can't stay. But she thumbed up, and I will watch replay later. Oh, I hope he feels better soon.
Be praying for you guys. I know he's been sick, so I'm sorry he's still not well.
I'll keep him in my prayers. And I hope you can have a good day. I mean, I know with your son's sick, it's probably going to be hard.
And I hope she's doing better too after, she's been healing herself. So
Okay. And Gina wants to know what's a temperature blanket. Okay. Basically, you assign a color yarn for the temperature of the day. Um, and you can pretty much use whatever color scheme you want.
Mhm.
You can do different temperature intervals, like you can do 10-degree intervals or 5-degree. Um, because I know a lot of times I hear people say, "Oh, the temperature don't change much in my area," and you can just make the temperature range smaller so you can have more colors.
How many colors do you usually try to do for your blankets?
Um, I'm trying to remember because normally I do 10. I've been doing 10-degree intervals, but
Mhm.
next year I'm thinking about doing 5-degree
That'll make it colorful and fun, and more a little more fun. So
and shades of pink next year.
you are? Oh, I can't wait to see that. That's exciting.
But like our temperature really don't get below the 90s much. And it's like it basically goes from the 80s to usually the 40s.
Yeah.
Um it might dip like one or 2 days like in the 30s, but it's usually not all. Now I think there was one like on my current temperature blanket I'm doing the average temperature of the week, but typically people do days. Like I say, you can do so much with temperature blankets. And I
So,
think there was one week that averaged in the 20s.
so you do how many rows? You do it for every week?
The temperature blanket I'm doing currently, I do 3 rows for a week. Like I
Okay.
take the average for the week, and then after every 4 weeks, I do a border row. But I like to do the borders. You don't have to do a border. My temperature blanket last year, I did the daily temperature, average each day, and
Mhm.
that's what I'm gonna do next year. The reason that I did the weekly was because I was doing a crochet blanket and
Mhm.
using the granny stitch, and the stitches are bigger in crochet. So I was trying to keep my blanket from being way too long. But I personally find knitting works better with the length for temperature
Mhm.
blankets. But but yeah, I'm gonna be doing 1 row a day, and I kind of lost my train of thought there.
One row a day. It's a lot to do.
But also next year, I'm gonna do like an Afghan size one because like this year, like I made a big one, like a king size.
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm gonna do a small one.
Yeah, that's what I did with Lisa's blanket is I made it too big, but I'm gonna finish it. I'm just a little behind because I made it too long because I was like, I'm gonna make this big enough for Brian and me to, both be under at the same time. But it's work to get it something that big done, right?
Mm. And like I said, I mean, you can do so much. You can use different stitches. It can be knitted. It can be crochet. It can be loom knitted. But the basic basis is you use a certain color yarn for the temperature of typically the day.
You know what would be fun? I just sit here thinking it'd be fun to do like a granny square one where you had like that for that week. You do a granny square for that 1 week and then put them all together. That'd be kind of cool, different. And
And I have seen people do granny squares
mhm.
for temperature blankets.
It's a lot of options there. I'm
Hmm.
just sitting here thinking, but my mind's starting to race about all the different things you could do with it.
But yeah, like last year mine was knitted, and
Mhm.
I basically I did like a top and a bottom border
Mhm.
in garter stitch, and then like I think the first 5 or 10 stitches on each side was garter, and the
Mhm.
middle was stockinette,
Oh, that's nice.
so it wouldn't curl. That's why I did
Right.
the garter around it, and then like every month I would do a border row.
That's
That's how I
nice. Broke it
and,
up like that.
and that one I use like, different colors. I use pastel colors. This year I've been doing shades of blue. Next year, shades of pink.
I love that. Love it. Love it.
And I probably like unless I change my mind between now and then, I'm probably gonna do a chevron stitch
Ooh, that's nice.
for my knitted temperature blanket next year. But yeah, like I love temperature blankets. There's so much you can do with them. And some people will use like a thread like for special occasions too that they'll knit in with the yarn,
Like for
like
your birthday.
anniversaries, birthdays.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And David says I've seen graph gans that were CT corner to corner and some that were single crochet. Yeah, I thought you could do them, so single crochet too.
I was just thinking that's how you get the design in because you got to have, the stitches and to make them go together well. I guess it would need to be a same kind of a stitch, and that just seems the easiest in my mind. Again, not a big crocheter.
And David said when I try to do a graph gan, I get frustrated, frog it all, and use the yarn for something else.
Been there.
David says his nose has been crazy the past few weeks. Yeah, like mine's been like real dry.
It's that time of year for sure.
David says, Gary is on Instagram but not YouTube. If you find the interview I did with him, you will find his contact info in the description.
Okay.
Jill said she didn't hear Frank snoring, but her dog is snoring loud too. Aww.
Aw.
Your dog is so beautiful, Jill. I love him. Which I'm not going to say his name because I know I don't pronounce it quite right. It's like Cerebus.
Cerebrus, something like that.
I know I'm close, but I don't quite have his name right. At least I don't think I do.
Cerberus. I'm not sure either. I know that's from some reference to something, but I don't know what that is. The top of my head.
And Jill saying it's dreary and cool and a bit rainy here today. Yeah, I think I've heard the rain like off and on since I've been live. And my computer actually does say it's raining now. David said he just finished untangling his yarn borfit maybe an hour ago, and I am now finishing that shawl. Awesome, David.
It's a
Awesome.
good feeling.
And Nisi was saying she just wanted to stop in really quick and say hi. I have my hands full with my son today, and we are decorating for Christmas. Sending love to y'all. So
Oh,
I guess you might already be gone, and if you are, I hope you have a good day.
me too. That's fun to decorate for Christmas.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like I said, I'd love to see everyone's like Christmas decorations, their trees.
We still got to do the tree, but we've done the more on the outside. We got to focus on the inside now.
I at least got my little tree out for my filming spot. But yeah,
I don't, as you can see, I don't. I need to do something about it.
I need to do more for decorating.
Me too.
David saying I have observed that women YouTubers have more trolls than men do.
I wonder why. That's interesting.
And I've been fortunate when it comes to trolls. Like there was one time I'm not even definitely sure if the person was definitely a troll. They just said some odd stuff. But like they did actually have a YouTube channel.
Hmm.
but like they always said like weird things, which is usually troll behavior.
Mm-hmm.
But I know sometimes like I see like some channels they go crazy
Seen it too,
like back
definitely.
to back. You either get rid of one and another one comes in, or you can't get rid of them.
Right. No matter what you do, they keep coming back.
Janet says such patience. The shawl and beanie that goes with it is really pretty. I'm for anything pink. Yeah, pink's awesome. Granted, V would disagree. V don't like pink.
Oh
Was spirit
yeah.
the show.
I tolerate it, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I love it.
David says the retreat I went to, southeast Southeast Men's Knitting Retreat at Black Mountain, North Carolina. I was one of the two guys who only crochets.
I love Black Mountain. Oh, that's such a beautiful area. Oh, that's so cool.
And David got to meet our Granny D.
That is so cool. I lived in North Carolina for 8 years. I loved it. So pretty.
And Nisi says, I had to take a break from lives this holiday season. I find hosting a little stressful.
Understand. Totally understand.
But it's funny, there's some level it is stressful hosting. But then like if I'm on someone else's channel, I think I sometimes get more nervous.
I don't know. I don't know. I think for me, I think I'm more and more nervous when I'm doing the hosting because I feel like like right here today, I'm just following you and your lead. But for me, I feel like my fear in it is the keeping it interesting, keeping the conversation, and I find spaces of time, nothing being there a little awkward. So if it's me by myself, I tend to just run at the mouth. I just and it just so that's why I get nervous because I get those spaces make me feel a little nervous. But with you, I don't know. This is very comfortable for me. I'm just following your lead and we're just
That's
chatting.
awesome.
So yeah.
But I know like when it comes to going on like other people's panels, I struggle with it because I'm not a real aggressive speaker.
Hmm.
So, I try to wait till like no one's talking to say something. Sorry, y'all. And normally, if you do that, you're never going to get to hardly talk.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. If you're in a panel.
And then I feel like if I start like, talking over people, cutting them off, that I'm being rude.
Right.
And and I struggle with that more. You know, so I don't know. I haven't really been the most comfortable on panels.
I understand that. That makes sense. I get that. Because you don't want to step on people's toes. So,
Mm.
and then it's just, other people are very comfortable. So they end up talking more than other people.
Frank just let out a loud one.
He was tired. He's tired.
Sorry, y'all.
I was like, what did I say? That wasn't that funny. I get it.
Well, like to me, it's like I would think it would be loud enough that it would come through,
Hmm.
but I don't know. Maybe it did.
I didn't hear it, but I mean, maybe other people did, but
But yeah, and that like me, I like more one on one.
yeah. It's a little bit easier not to step on people's toes in one on one.
And let's see. Let's see. Kind of skimming the chat some.
Yeah, we're a little behind. We've been chatting.
Yeah. And I normally try to keep it at about an hour and a half. And I'm probably going to have to cut back on some of my live time, going to just an hour to make sure I have enough for the month
Oh, yeah.
with StreamYard. Because like my scheduled lives, like where I have guest stars, I do from StreamYard because I know most people use StreamYard. But like when I do the impromptus, I use Restream, which I don't know. I, I I'm Restream. I'm kind of like,
I've never used it. I mean, I've always just used StreamYard, so I don't.
I prefer StreamYard.
Yeah. I guess I
And,
do because I mean, I don't. It's hard for me to when I get something down. It's hard to think about using something else, because they're all a little different, right?
and like one thing, like when it comes to the chat on Restream, um, like you can't like if how I tend to type at the start of the chat, like please leave a comment to let us know you're here. You can't type it from Restream. The chat is locked.
Oh,
So like I have to, go into YouTube. I learned I have to go into YouTube to type that, and also anything that's said before I hit the live to go live button will not show on Restream.
wow.
I have, like my last one, I was looking at my phone to read the beginning comments. And I also kind of wonder too if there's like more of a lag.
I don't
I
know.
I
I
don't
saw a lot of people using it a while back, but I haven't seen a lot of people still using it. I see more people, I think, on StreamYard, but I don't know.
so it's like I don't know. And then I find I find like there's more issues with like how the video looks.
Mm, mm,
Like it's more grainy.
mm-hmm,
I I don't I don't know. But I'm trying to get used of it.
mm-hmm.
But it's I so prefer StreamYard.
I think me too. I think me too.
Okay. So Nisi's saying you can go live on a phone from StreamYard. You don't have to have 1K.
That's what
Okay.
I thought. So
Yeah, I
maybe
may
she can
talk.
play around with it. Yeah.
We may try to have her go do it next month from her channel if she feels comfortable. Because I know she hasn't done it yet. She may decide that she don't feel comfortable yet. I don't know. But
That's Lisa. Lisa.
yeah, Lisa with coping with yarn.
Yeah.
David says I went live a lot before I got monetized. In fact, that's how I got many of the hours I needed. Yeah, lives help a lot.
They do. They do. They do. They do.
Okay. Janet wants to know what monetize means. With YouTube, once you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, you can apply to be monetized, which basically means that YouTube will start paying you. But really until you get like a pretty good sized channel, you really don't make that much off of. Like it's mostly like the ads where you make
Right.
money. Um like I know like one person said it took them like 6 months to get their first check, and you can't get your first check until you make $100.
Right.
So like 6 months you make $100. But it does also open doors to where you can do like memberships to your channel, um
Mm-hmm.
Patreon, stuff like that.
Yeah. Do
But
more private membership stuff if you want. Yeah. And you can also get super chats and things for your lives as well instead of. But again, that they also take a good cut of that as well. YouTube
mhm.
will if you do it through YouTube. So
Because really, ideally, if you're going to donate to a channel, it's really best to send via PayPal because you get everything if you do it from PayPal. But like
yep.
the super chat, I think takes like what is it, 50%?
I think it's 30%.
Oh, I had heard 50.
Wow.
But
I think
maybe I misunderstood. I may have had it wrong. But yeah, but that's basically what monetization means.
right.
But it
And it
does store it opens the door so like, you can make a little money off your channel, kind of help support your yarn habit, help with giveaways, stuff like that.
plus I mean I don't know all of the inner workings of YouTube, but I think your channel gets recommended a little bit more once you get past that certain level as well. When you're not at the 1,000 subscribers monetization, getting your videos to be recommended, you kind of have to post and do a lot more content to keep your channel in that loop of getting you're putting out new content every couple of days. But I think you get a few more recommendations. I think when you get that level, it's a little bit easier to get recommended. And again, it kind of boils down that YouTube will be making money off of you, so they're going to recommend you more. That's really the
And it's one of
bottom
those
line of
funny
it.
things because, it's like all of us, our goal is to get monetized usually, for the most part. There are some that really don't care if they do or not.
Hmm.
But it's like, but you really don't make that much.
You do not make the no, 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 no. I've been monetized since July, and I've been paid twice. And I mean, I've spent more on my giveaways and the shipping and all of that, which is fine. I mean, I never was doing it to be raking in money. But it does help. It does help. The little bit you
Mhm.
get does help. So, but no, you don't make a lot of money unless you're like I think a big channel. You have to be pretty. I'm small fry, so
Yeah. But I mean, there's always that potential for more growth and stuff like that. But it's more just to kind of help with like cost of giveaways, maybe some
shipping.
yarn supplies,
Hmm. Exactly.
little things like that.
And plus, you get a little bit more outreach for your members. I mean, you get the community tabs, which you can do those kind of uh, to interact with your subscribers and people. And then you also get your members group where you can be in a little more intimate setting. So you get more tools to have for your channel once you reach those levels as well. So it's nice in that regard. You can offer your members more than just live videos or recorded videos. You can do some more things like that.
And we also always look for something to celebrate too on YouTube.
Exactly. We're gonna have a party.
Yeah, because I mean, like normally, like when channels get monetized, they usually have a big monetization live. A lot of them, and like a bunch of channels will get together. Usually, there's donations that get made where you have
Yeah,
the potential to win prizes. So, like I said, when that time comes, I'll be having a party.
absolutely. I'll be there.
Awesome. And let's see, Marquita's here. Hi, Marquita. How are you doing? We should be wrapping up fairly soon. It don't look like I have too much more in the comments to go. And let's see. Isla is asking what kind of pictures. I presume you're talking about the Thanksgiving video. Um, you can send pictures like outdoor scenery, like fallish, you know, like nature pictures, the leaves changing color, the changes of colors of leaves, which I really want to see those type of pictures.
Hmm.
um, Also, like your home decor decorations that you had out for Thanksgiving, and then they may also be like fall decorations. That's
Hmm.
fine too. Um, like outdoor decorations, like your pumpkins,
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
or like if you took pictures of stuff like you cooked and all for Thanksgiving, that's one option. Um, and another thing that I will be including some in the video, like a few people sent pictures of like their core of pumpkins from Halloween that didn't make it into the Halloween video, or like some Halloween decorations. So you will see a few of those type of pictures in the video. And if y'all have some, y'all can still send that to me too. It's just a way to bring us all together and see, like, like the beautiful scenery in your area, or just your pretty decorations, or
Absolutely.
or like what you cooked.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Just
y'all.
sharing our lives.
And let's see. Laura Lee wants to know if I have my new hat design close. No, they're in the other room. But the last one was the candy corn plaid, which is a knitted. Um and actually I still have the giveaway going on for that pattern. And then the one before, which December 1st, I'll be picking the winner on. So if y'all haven't entered the pumpkin plaid beanie, that one's fixing to end. So I'll be picking the winner on December 1st for that one. But those are the last two that I released, both knitted. Um Now my ghost plaid beanie shouldn't be too much longer. Two of my testers just finished with it, so I'm waiting on my last tester, and then I'll be releasing that one. And then I still have the Christmas tree one to release, the candy cane one, the turkey one,
Wow.
and I'm working on the pumpkin spice latte one. But I'm kind of thinking, after I finish the pumpkin spice latte, I may just do some regular patterns that aren't like my designs, for some hats, for some Christmas hats that I've been wanting to make that I haven't gotten around to making yet.
Mhm.
Like a Santa hat, elf hat. Okay, it looks like some of y'all are going over to Granny D's now.
Oh yeah, it's time for her live, I guess.
Yeah. And let's
Let's
see.
see. Gail's striving for 400
Yeah.
subscribers.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to help him get to his 500. But yeah, Miguel's one that I've shouted out. Well, let's see. Iris had to go. Have a good day, Iris.
And
Yep.
thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Hope you have a good birthday.
And let's see, Mary and Daniel just joined in, and we're just about to be leaving, but I am glad y'all popped in.
It's nice to see you both.
And I hope y'all are having a fabulous day.
It's been fun chatting with you and
Yeah.
catching up and chatting with everybody here. It's been a while, like I said, since I've had a live, so it's been fun seeing everybody.
Yeah. I know, because it really has been a while since me and Gina's really talked.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember when I did a live with you, but it's been I think September, August. It's been a minute, and yeah, so it's good to catch up.
Mary saying, fall decoration, it rains, snowing here again. Same as your last live I made it to.
Oh,
But I will be doing a snow video, so. But anyway, okay, it looks like I'm all caught up with everything. So is there anything you would like to say, Gina, before we say goodbye?
let's see. If you don't mind, I would just like to mention, just on my channel, I'm going to be doing some live stuff in December. If you guys want to come participate, that would be great. Again, it's going to be a lot for me. It's going to be the most lives I've ever done in a month. So if you'd like to come over, I would love to have you. And it's going to be a little bit of fun. I'm going to try to do a little bit of theme stuff every day. So just try to come see, check it out. I'm not going to tell anymore. I'm doing a little bit of a teaser, so maybe you'll show up. But it has been so much fun chatting with you, catching up, and seeing everybody here today and getting a chance to talk to everybody. So thank you for having me on. I really do appreciate it, Connie.
You're welcome, Gina. And thank you for coming live with me.
Of course.
I enjoyed catching up. And like I said, tomorrow the 5 Yarnaholics will be going live on my channel at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope y'all make that live. And I think that pretty much covers everything. So I hope y'all have a fabulous Yarny day. Be the light and bye.
Bye. Take care.